Good evening, my name is Mary Maslowski. I'm the Chair of the Harwich Historic District and Historical Commission. We are calling to order the meeting for Wednesday, February 18th, 2026. It is 6 p.m. The meeting is being held at Town Hall, 732 Main Street, in the small hearing room. If we could start with a roll call.
Bob Doan.
Lynn Zalisak.
Paul Doan.
And Brendan Lowney is absent today. Before we begin, if anyone is intending to audio or video record the meeting, please let us know. Seeing none, we will open the first public hearing. It is HH 2026-07. John Domas, owner, has filed a notice of intent. The project proposes changing the existing roof line. The structure is over 100 years old according to the town assessing records and located at 37 Sequatum Road, map 101, parcel S2-0. Good evening, come on forward.
Okay.
If you could just sign your name for us so that we have it for the record, and then if you can walk us through your application, it would be greatly appreciated.
I'll put 37 at the bottom because I'm hoping I'll be in there soon. Okay.
I'm gonna ask you, would you mind moving to this chair just so you'll be closer to that microphone so that people can
Yeah.
pick it up on the recording?
Okay. So what would you like?
If you could just walk us through your application?
Okay. So basically, it's an existing structure that has been there forever, and it's very sound. And I just want to change the roof line, and I'm going to put an addition on the side. It's
Okay. So looking at your plans, they're going to existing left. So they're going, it's gonna go on the, if we're facing the front, it's gonna go to the right, to the, viewing it, it's gonna go to the right-hand side.
Yes, yeah. Putting on a kitchen for my wife.
Okay.
So she can have her sink on the lake.
Looks like it's more than a sink on a lake.
Well, there's other, I'm gonna put a fridge there too, yeah. So it's pretty much it. Keep it simple. I'm not tearing it down because I love the structure.
Yeah.
And it's quite sound. It's built with yellow southern pine.
Nice.
All the timbers are all full dimensional.
Okay. Bob, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I'm still a little confused. You're adding, are you adding dormers and stuff too?
Well, if you see the original house, the gable was the other direction, so I'm
Okay.
just basically switching that. And
Oh,
so the original house did have dormers to it.
so this, what's called now the front elevation.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And is it the same side? I mean, is this the front
Yeah,
elevation?
that's the one facing the lake. Yes.
So you're putting addition on the left
Yeah, that's a screen room.
when you're facing it from this direction.
Yep.
You're removing a chimney,
Yep.
but you're
Adding
putting
two
it,
more.
but you're adding the chimneys on the ends, okay?
Yep.
So are you popping this out more, the front?
Just a little bit, but not any farther than the existing structure.
Okay,
So I'm within the setback, and it's not. We're definitely far enough back from the 100-foot setback.
So it's really two additions, right? It's one on the right, one on the
Yeah,
right and one on
okay.
the left.
So this is new one.
Because
right?
looking at the center
Got it,
peak is
okay.
still the same peak.
Yep.
You just see the dormers. You've got an east-west dormer and then a north-south dormer going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah. And changing the front door, changing the entrance,
Yeah.
because you're putting all windows there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she can watch the ducks too.
There you go. Anything else?
no, that's
Go on.
fine with me.
Lynn?
No, I'm fine.
Paul?
Yeah, I couldn't get what's happening here. I mean, it's helped a little bit with the discussion. But when you look at the original house, it seems like it's more than simply whatever was referenced here. It looks like it's substantial
Well,
increase in the size.
it's the, maybe the addition part adds
Is
to
this
that.
the facing the lake?
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, before there was this house, right? You got this to the left and now this to the right.
yeah, this is the screen room.
Well, what do you mean a screen? It's a room, right?
It's,
It's an addition.
it's a wonderful addition.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
gonna
sure
have a
it is.
fireplace in it. that
But I
can-
mean, it doesn't seem to jive. I don't have a problem with what you're doing, and it's just that the description of it. I was having trouble finding where.
Paul, here's a picture of the house.
So,
You know, I visited
I'm just
the-
asking.
But that
It looks like
that
this-
picture that it doesn't compare at all to what's already done up there to the
Well,
house.
yeah, it's the existing one, because I wanna leave that existing structure. So I'm gonna just change the roof line, put a screen room on, and then put in a kitchen on.
But-
correct me if I'm wrong, but the screen porch is really at an angle. It's not,
Correct,
it's not,
yeah.
it's angled. So I think the proposed front elevation picture on the top left, I think is a little bit confusing to see that. I don't think you see the angle on it,
Yeah,
which is,
this-
I think,
that
part
part
of,
there.
I think
Yeah.
that's part of what threw me off a little bit. But no, I can see that now.
The description that was provided, to me, it doesn't fit what's being done. I mean, maybe the commission is satisfied with that, but it says here, the project proposes changing the existing roof line. It looks like it's substantially more than that. When you look at the picture of the original house and what is being proposed here,
Mhm.
it's hard to find the original house, to me.
It's there,
It's
trust me,
there.
it's there, yeah.
Yeah. May
yeah.
I ask you what the cost of what this is compared to,
Paul, I don't really think that's our purview,
strike the
to
question.
be honest.
A crap load of money.
Strike the question, no need to answer.
So I think it's really, I mean, I'll be honest.
I'm not opposed to what you're doing, I just think it would be better to have more properly stated what is being done here, and it looks like the work has already been done compared to what you're proposing here. It's already up, right?
What-
I mean,
Correct, it's the existing structure that's there that,
okay, normally,
I'm not tearing it down.
it would be done, approved prior to, and you'd state that you're adding this to the left, you're adding this to the right, you're changing the roof line. It's more than just changing the roof line. If people are satisfied with that, I'm not gonna oppose
So,
it, but
Paul, I don't
find
disagree,
it-
I don't disagree with you on the base application, but I do think the plans show, like, the elevations show what's getting added to the original versus the side.
But do you agree with me, Madam
So I-
Chair, that,
I will say, yes, there's more than just a roof line getting changed, but I think that if you looked at the application on whole, you saw that in the plans. The description probably could have been a little bit more detailed, but I think the plans don't hide what they're doing, and you can see the existing structure.
you can.
Well, you
Look
can,
how-
because that original, so it's that original peak is the center of that original house. As Bob pointed out, there was a chimney there, that chimney's gone. They moved the chimneys to the two ends, and took a little bit of what would be the left side of the,
If the house is over 100 years old, I think it seems to me, unless I'm missing something, that half of what's been done shouldn't have even been done. You should have been here before all of that transpired in terms of.
What,
Well,
like 100 years ago when they built it?
no, but maybe 2 months ago.
I
If you
don't
think-
understand your
In
question.
terms of,
So Paul,
the work that's been done here.
it's only it was a 1925 house. They didn't have to come to us until 2026.
No, I know, but
So-
the 1925 house is not this house. This is the 2026 house.
Right, so they didn't have to come to us last year. If they did additions, it's the year after the house turns 100 years old. So if it's built in 2025, they don't have to come to us until, if it was built in 1925, they don't have to come to us under the statute until 2026.
Okay, then I don't-
1925, 100 years is 2025, we're now in 2026. So now that's why they're coming before us. So I think that's what I think they're right on the cusp of the line, and I think that's what it is.
Okay,
I think they got most of it in under the deadline and missed for this one.
When
No
I'm all
further
done,
questions.
I'll come on over and have a glass of wine. Okay, when we're all done.
I'll be
Any-
happy to, maybe.
Any other questions from the board? Any questions from the audience? Hearing none, is the board ready to close the public hearing?
I move to close the public hearing.
Second.
So Bob and Lynn, all in favor of closing the public hearing?
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. All right, Bob, did you want to take a stab at the
Yes,
application?
make a motion.
Yeah.
Case number HH 2026-07, filing date January 15th, 2026. Date of hearing February 18th, 2026. Map and parcel, it's 37 Swanham Road, map 101, parcel S2-0. Owner of record, heirs of Catherine A. Dumas, agent John C. Dumas. Recording information book 13004, page 567. Subject building built is 1925 using the town assessing records. Demolition proposed is partial. The project proposed to change the existing roof line. Historical significance. The building is historically significant. It's from, listed in town historic property records. So nothing there. The proposed demolition would not destroy or else diminish the historic value significance of the subject buildings. Determination, no demolition delay period imposed, and no conditions.
All right, we've had a motion made by Bob. Is there a second?
Second.
Been seconded by Lynn. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. All right, you are all set.
Thank you very much.
Lisa will
Thank you, my
make
friend.
sure the building department knows
Thanks for discussing it with you.
we're the 18th, correct?
Yes.
All right. All right. Next item on our agenda is public hearing for J&S Cape Houses LLC through their agent Patrick Jacobs has filed a notice of intent. The project proposes demolishing the barn and rebuilding the front porch of the main dwelling. The structure is over 100 years old according to the town assessing records and is located at 97 Route 28, map 10, parcel W5-7-0. Good evening. If you could come forward, if you could sign in for us and have a seat, and if you'd walk us through your application.
All right, good evening.
Good evening.
So there's two items on the application. I'd like to start first, if you don't mind, with the rebuild of the front porch.
Okay,
It's in disarray. The farmer's porch roof is collapsing, so I've temporarily supported it. There's 3 units that are in the building that are occupied by tenants, so it's kind of a safety issue at this point. I would like to rebuild it to match, the existing, keep the roof and just kind of replace the 4x or 6x6 post or 5x5, you know, I don't have the exact dimensions on them, but the pictures will kind of show you what they kind of looks like. I'd like to replace the whole supports and deck to make it look like it was. No change in appearance, I mean slightly, because I won't be able to get that type of wood and that millwork from back, you know, 100 years ago, but it will be, I know, right? It's lasted this long. But, you know, yeah, just to kind of bring it back to its normal appearance and safety. So that's
Part
A.
1.
Do you want me to go into B?
Yeah. might as
So
well.
B, we have the barn that's detached from the house, which is collapsing. I do believe that there is there should be a report in there from Meyer and Sons, from Trevor, on the condition of, you know, it's unsalvageable. You know, we thought about maybe trying to salvage it and use some of the parts of the, you know, piece of the wood. Maybe somebody can reclaim it, use it for something else instead of just throw it away, but it's kind of unsafe to even be in the structure. The backside of it's kind of caving in on itself. So we'd like to demo it and put up a new structure for more housing, which I know we're all in need of here on the Cape. Which I haven't submitted that plan, I don't think, to you yet, on what that will look like. I don't believe that's in there, is it?
So you,
Yeah.
you don't have any plans of what you're gonna put in its place?
The building department does. I did submit to there. I just didn't know if I needed that necessarily for this meeting, for the demolition of the barn.
So, I mean, I'll start on this one, just, you know, looking at it, it's a very classic
Yep.
barn facade down here for the Cape, and, you know, I would love to see even if it's just the facade being able to be saved, but, you know, typically when we're replacing something like that, we tend to like to see what the plans, what's gonna go in its place. That's just my comments. Bob, did you have anything to start?
Yeah, I don't have any pictures of the porch. You know, I know I've driven by and seen you supporting it.
Of course, yeah.
Holding it up, but I don't see any, and I really need to see a list of materials, you know, what you're proposed to, because as I recall, it had some fairly ornamentation, didn't it, on that porch?
So I'll step in as the owner.
Okay.
We've been here before you guys, I think, at least once or twice on this property.
Yeah,
So the deck, the porch itself, there's not much salvageable. The millwork itself, I understand the aesthetics of it are, you know, per time, but there's nothing there that is worth saving or able to save. So Pat has been in there, at least just structurally supported it for now, so that we can have people safely enter, you know, and exit the buildings. As for the detached barn, we've been before you guys, as well as, I wanna say it was the ZBA and everybody else in town. This was part of the project of the Habitat
right.
Humanity behind us,
Right.
where we were tied into, I wanna say it was I don't wanna misspeak on it, the terminology of it, but I know we've been in front of you, I think this is the third time we've been here, trying to get this place torn down and rebuilt in kind. There are plans on file with the Historic Society, something on the state level that is.
The historic preservation.
Yeah.
So is this,
Yep.
is this the house you have the preservation restriction on?
Yep, 100%, yeah, so we've been here a couple times, so that's why I wanted to kind of step in to make sure
Yeah.
everybody knows what's going on. This is not something that we're just throwing out there to tear down. This has been before you guys, as well as the ZBA, as well as I think it's the Mass Historical Society. The terminology I'm using is probably wrong, but
So
we've
Mass
gone through all
Historic,
the.
right, Mass Historic would have been involved with the preservation restriction.
Yeah, and we've had Singer and Singer has been involved with this thing.
Yeah, with the
throughout.
special permit.
Yeah, yep, 100, yep.
With the zoning board of health.
So we're not looking to just tear it down and build a, you know, modern home there. We have plans on file, I believe, from back when the Habitat had purchased it to recreate this in kind, basically.
Yeah,
As-
'cause
Instead of a barn as a two-bedroom unit, I think
Right.
is what it was.
But I read the, well, when is the appeals ZBA, when was that done?
24,
Okay.
2 years,
24.
a year and a half
Because
ago.
I
This
was
has been a
reading
long
that.
road. We've owned this property for, I think, 3 or 4 years now.
Right, so in that, it said you submitted plans with that,
Yep,
and I would like to see those plans. I don't think I've seen them before.
they're on file.
But it should be included in the package.
Yeah, they should have,
We need to see.
so I think that's the, I think
They were
that's
included in
issue.
the last meeting we were here.
And my question
Sorry,
is that,
was probably 6 or 8
So the
months ago.
last one we had you here, we were just approving the preservation restriction.
Yeah. Which
And that was all we did. So we didn't look at a demo permit
Right.
or anything at
But
that
those
point.
plans for the reconstruction were in, I believe, were included in
Yeah.
that, which we could.
So,
get those over.
Does the new structure, is the design of the new structure, does it reflect what's already there?
Yeah,
It
from my
does, it
understanding,
does. And I don't wanna, again, speak out of line here, but, we're here for the demolition of the barn. We'll be before you again for the permit and then your approval of the new structure, I believe, right? We're not asking
so
for
that's
that,
what
are
this
we?
is. That's what this
that-
We've
is.
been, we've been
That-
fighting for like 4 years to get the demo permit.
Yeah,
not
so
much
this
the
is the
construction permit,
demolition,
yeah.
this isn't the actual.
So
we'll be
that's what
back in
this,
front
but
of
that's
you.
what this application is. It's for the demo delay,
The demo of the barn
to
and
demo
to try to
delay for,
rebuild the.
but you listed both, so it's both the barn and it's the porch.
Correct, and we'll be before you again for the actual, your
You-
blessing to do the actual construction. of
You
the
wouldn't
new-
come back before us for that.
No.
Oh, we wouldn't.
No, we just have a demo delay, and if we impose a demo delay, then you can't get your demo permit from the building department until that demo delay is expired.
Gotcha.
But then you're not in a historic district, so you're not coming back before us for that. There may be design guidelines in the DCPC that you might have to address.
All right,
Just
gotcha,
a question,
gotcha.
Yeah.
because it was recorded as the historic or whatever.
As a
would they-
preservation restriction?
Yeah,
They have
wouldn't
to?
that come back to us with a preservation
Planning board.
restriction?
Goes to the planning board.
Is it planning
Goes,
board?
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
This
We-
whole thing has been
because you were right at the beginning of it,
well,
right?
we bought it and it was
Right.
like, oh yeah, you used to do a couple things. The next thing, it's been like 4 or 5, probably been
Yeah.
5 years now.
Have you
Like,
spoken to Christine about the DCPC portion of
I've
it?
spoken to everybody about
Yeah.
everything, and
Yeah.
I can't remember what is going on. 'Cause
Right,
the last
right,
time we were
right.
here with Singer and Singer, I thought we were all set, and we walked out, and she goes, "No, you only have to go back 3 more times." I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this is great. Why not?" But- So
Yeah, because that was the preservation restriction.
yes, yeah,
From the time that you got this special permit, it's a condition of the special
Right.
permit with ZBA
yeah,
that there's a preservation restriction on the property
right.
that runs to the town that this board has to approve. That we had to approve it, the select board had to approve
On a
it.
Tuesday, if the weather's between 38 and
So-
48
So,
Fahrenheit.
and Mass Historic has to
Yeah.
approve it before it gets to
Yeah.
us, right?
It's been a long- it's been a long
right.
road. So whatever
no,
you say, I'm fine with.
I totally get that.
Yeah,
The demo delay, I guess my suggestion, because we don't have those plans in front of us, if we scheduled you for next month,
that's no
could you
problem.
have them with us,
Absolutely,
with you
yeah.
then?
They're already on file.
And then,
Yeah, they're already on file with the building department.
Okay.
They've been on file with, they were part of the original permit with Habitat.
gotcha.
So those plans go
Yeah.
back 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
So it's not like something we're just putting
Right,
together
right,
now.
right,
Those are
right.
the
No, I
plans
get
that were
that.
agreed upon by Mass Historical.
Gotcha.
Commission.
Is there any way to bring those up like on like a town, like on?
Lisa?
I have my laptop here, I can go look in the building files and see what the permit, was it the demo permit? I'm just looking for the
I have no idea.
plans.
But I know that they've been on file with everybody since day one, because that was part of the original permit, I believe.
Yeah, I suspect they were probably on file under Acela before they switched over to OpenGov on
Is the
the
plan on
permitting.
file that all represent what's there in terms
I
of
haven't seen it
reflecting?
for a couple of years. I would have to say
Well,
yes.
It does, it's got some nice peaks, like here's a picture, I don't know if you have a picture of it or not. of the existing, but,
Yeah, we have.
Well, we know what the existing.
yeah,
is.
so you
Here's
have.
the existing.
Yeah, so,
Right.
okay, so you have some of that, and, you know, it's got that nice, it's got some nice gables like that on it, to try to give it like that look. I mean, like Sam said, this has been, you know, years in the making, and, you know, crossing every T and dotting every I didn't realize, you know, it's my fault for not realizing that. I thought being part of the system that the town, you know, especially with everything being online, that the town would have, and with the attorneys being involved, that this, I don't know.
I get that.
I didn't see that. I
Lisa,
needed
do you have
plans
any
in my
luck seeing
application.
the plans online?
I'm looking, yeah, I'm looking into the zoning, the resident trees.
Yeah, I suspect it would be under, it's probably under a,
Year.
was it November 20th? The decision was, I just have the front page of the decision here. It was
Yeah, so I
November
have
20,
this.
2431 from
Oh.
Is that what you
ZBA.
have?
Oh, you
I
do.
didn't know, I just thought these two, I have actual
Right, like, okay, there it is.
things.
All right, so I have it right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's, yeah, and that's the front of it.
That doesn't
no,
look like what's there.
Well, we're not rebuilding it to look exactly the way
I
it
don't
was.
see any peak there, I mean, you,
Well,
that peak
I
is
think it's
not,
from the side.
but I
The
want,
decision, the
I'll-
recorded
how about this? We'll
decision,
draw
the
however you want
site
it.
plan.
As long as-
go back to the
Yeah.
drawing.
But this, I think this is what was approved from, you know,
I guess
the,
my, do you think the new structure will appear to be a barn or a bedroom?
a barn. 'Cause that was the intent of putting, as you can see, they put
The
the
barn door.
kind of chevron door on the front.
Yeah, but, it doesn't sort of replace in terms of visual.
I cannot argue with you there. My only concern is that that was what was approved, I think, by somebody previously.
That's been approved?
That was the original plan that we had from, when we bought it. Yeah, no,
I can't believe some higher historical commission approved it.
Well, we
Now,
had
maybe
that-
the local zoning board.
But that was
appealed.
through Mass Historical?
So no, it was so it's a special, it was essentially a local 40B with comprehensive permit for for Murray Estates there, for the Habitat for Humanity project. I don't see any plans here with I see the owner's authorization. I'm just going through the ZBA special permit that we have in front of us. Shows a site plan, it shows the decisions.
There's been a actual, building plan that's been on,
Yeah,
whether it's on file or not, but it's been through, it was part of the permitting for the, Habitat.
yeah, no, I believe you,
Yeah.
I just don't want us,
Which is what that plan
Right.
that I just showed you is from that, so
I'm
whether or not it
hesitant to-
matches, that's, whoever drew it is up to, it was up to them, not necessarily me.
You're amenable to,
So,
suggestions.
okay.
I don't,
think
to
this is
whatever
it.
you wanna do. As long as we can keep moving forward,
So let's
I'm
just-
fine with it.
I think we've,
Can I come back to the porch?
Sam, could you just come take a look at this for me?
Yeah.
Make sure this is what you're talking about before, they make
Yeah,
representations
that's
and,
exactly it, yep.
so
Yeah,
that's
yep.
what you're looking to
But
put.
there's actually another set of plans that Meyer had taken, the elevations from for that, which were created, back in,
Okay, so let me just pass this around so that these guys can
Yep.
each look at those. If you scroll down, you'll see that,
oops, sorry.
that's okay, Lynn. You'll see the,
What you showed
same
me
thing,
that?
yeah, same thing.
I don't need to see this.
Oh,
And then-
geez, it's not that bad, come on.
Lisa, could you do me a favor? Tomorrow, can you just make sure that a copy of these get printed?
Yes.
So that then they're just attached to the application?
And I will find the original set of,
Is this the final plan? Is this exactly the same
that's,
plan?
we're taking what was given to us.
gotcha.
So we're not.
So your intention is to build what
I mean,
what was
whatever.
done in 20,
Yeah, whatever.
you're ready, you're
I'm
kind of
I'm
like,
at the point where
it's time to
this
be
was
done,
all-
yeah.
I've inherited all this stuff, right?
Yeah,
So like,
yeah.
I'm just taking what was given to me and
Yeah.
kind of moving
How do I get
forward.
back to the other?
Get back to
Whether
it.
we take the whole front and make it look exactly what it
It's
looks
just
like
a
now,
scroll right
that's
here.
fine too. I mean,
Yeah, why don't we just agree to do that? To put in a
Lynn, here you go, these are the,
delay, let them come back in with a revised plan, and, yeah, I saw that.
I would
but
do a
that doesn't
continuance
appeal.
before that.
Yeah,
That doesn't
Yeah.
get it done.
I mean,
Yeah.
do a continuance until
are we-
next one.
So Paul, question, is,
that is not this.
when it's all, when it's all said and done,
No,
No.
it's,
is it?
it does have
is
a, it does have
appropriate
a
what we're
similarity to some
proposing?
degree to,
Or is it?
it's not an
appropriate?
exact, I don't
So what
disagree,
we're,
but,
what we're proposing
Um,
This is just such a classic.
or
but
is
we
it
also
not
don't know
appropriate
what,
to, you know,
two
what we're
conversations
asking,
on
to,
here.
you know, with the plans that are there, is it not appropriate, is what you're,
Well, I
You're
was
saying?
hoping
'Cause
that
that's really
if
what
you
this is
were
about.
willing, which in most cases, we just
I
have to
am-
come pleading.
I'm,
If you're willing to cooperate in
I
terms
think that at
of
this
the
point,
design, I'd like to.
I don't mind waiting a month.
all right.
Yeah.
You
So,
guys-
because that will also
Everybody here has
give,
been, like, I've been here multiple times,
I
from
know you
multiple
have.
different properties, and everybody's been great, so I agree with you that that was the original,
Yeah.
Captain Judah Chase house.
yeah.
So that's fine, like, let's,
So why don't we do this, we'll continue this till next month.
mhm.
We'll get the plans in front of us.
Yep.
I would be honest and say, I think it gives us also time to make sure that changing something on this isn't
My concern is that.
changing
there's-
something on another
That's my only
permit.
concern, is
So
just
I
that
don't
these
want-
were approved.
Right, so I
Yeah.
wanna make sure that we take care of that as
Right.
well. And so that'll give us time to make sure that council can bless it and say, hey, you know,
before we
changing
start-
that isn't a problem on
Right.
everything else.
That's my only concern, is
Um,
that
yep.
these were drawn
No, and I
years
respect
ago
that,
as part
Sam.
of this whole comprehensive permit that has created this whole nightmare.
So, and I guess my 2 cents would be that if we could change it a little bit, I'd love the front to look more like
That's,
the old garage as
No,
opposed to
yeah, no
this.
problem.
But,
so my only concern is let's just
Yeah.
fast forward, if this was all approved by higher authority.
Yep.
Is
yeah, I
there-
wanna
is there
make sure that
one-
we're not
disturb
interfering
that.
with
Okay,
an
guaranteed.
existing.
Because at that point, we're gonna be going.
Correct,
yeah.
no, because there is the preservation restriction, so I wanna make sure that, and that was a comprehensive permit from the
Yep.
ZBA, so I
Yeah.
wanna make sure that whatever we do here doesn't affect that in a negative way,
Well,
right?
And then we have to see
Um,
each other 6 more times.
Matt, I see you here, did you have, as the public, did you have questions or comments on
I have,
this application? Okay.
I still
Bob.
do. And I also want to see what the plans are for the porch and the
that's what
columns.
I'm concerned about.
I'm more concerned about that myself. So to see, you know, what materials you're going to use and anything to make it look like what it was before.
So you're talking about like whatever corbels or gables or
Yeah.
whatever's there,
Yeah.
you're hoping they're gonna replicate
Well,
to some
hopefully they
degree.
can replicate or close, because you can't get the exact
Right,
stuff anymore.
right.
But you can get something that might look like it,
Okay,
and I want to see that.
Captain's Row.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's very critical of that one.
So we're not, so at this point, we're not gonna be approved for either one of those.
Well,
it's
a
one hearing, so we'd
continuous.
have to continue it, we'd have to
You
continue
can't
both.
approve one, not the other?
I wouldn't because of the way it is, it's one hearing
Yeah.
with both topics. So, I think.
Is there anything we do to expedite the porch repair? This is sitting with 2x4s holding it up. We have multiple people living there that we've been trying to address this for quite a while.
the building department has no problem and
Right.
is for us to try to repair it and for the safety of the
Also, I
tenants.
would like to say that I think that at this point, I would like to have some kind of goodwill. you
No,
know,
I understand that.
That we're gonna do the best we can to reproduce.
So I think the concern is, right, obviously, you have to do what you have to do for safety issues.
Right.
The building inspector is gonna tell you to do what you have to do for safety issues. I would hope that if there's some detail that you could add to it, that you could do that at a later date.
We could do a 4x4 post and then wrap it later to, to appear.
I
I don't,
The situation
maybe
is
I'm
that
wrong, but
much
I don't
in
think I've ever,
express.
but I've never presented this as a place where I'm trying to not reproduce what was there.
Understood.
Right, so
No,
like,
and I
at this
appreciate
point, I
that.
think we need to make this safe for the people who are living there.
But in your feeling that there's the situation on the porch is in such extremis
There's no
state
question about it.
that it could collapse
There's
tomorrow.
no question about it. We've got have you been,
Yeah,
have
no,
you been by
I've
there?
been by.
Go
I-
stand
I
underneath
thought
it
you
and
guys
tell me
were
how you feel
already
about it.
Going ahead with the work.
No, I've actually pushed Pat to say that you need to get this thing sorted
So,
out. Or,
As far as I'm concerned,
Yep.
and as far as our thing is concerned, the building inspector can override for safety
that
issues.
was my understanding, but
So-
I don't think he necessarily took that stance at this point.
So it's a woman now.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It was a,
It was a
the inspector, I guess I would say, yeah.
So I would
yeah.
say, you know, if
Maybe get
she
some
gives,
communication of
if
like-
she gives you the
Yeah.
permit to fix it,
Yep.
I would hope that we'd have a little goodwill coming back, that if there's some detail you
I
can
don't
do
see
to
any
make it,
issues there on my
make
end
it,
at all.
right, because obviously we can't, but we can't give you a decision
No,
because it's
understood.
one
Yep,
hearing.
Understood, yep.
Do my colleagues generally agree with my comments?
No,
Well,
that's.
I mean, I think the
I
building
don't.
inspector can,
I
You
don't.
need to
I think
definitely
the building
make it
inspector
safe,
can
but-
simply tell
Well,
them to do it tomorrow.
that's fine, but
Yeah.
I
I
still
think we-
want to see what
Right.
the end game's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can put the caveat on there that we need to,
Well, so we're not making a decision,
We
we're only
can't make a
continuing it.
decision anyways.
We're only continuing it.
right. So
So,
there is no decision at
Okay.
this time.
there is no
which
decision at
means-
this time, which means if the building commissioner tells him tomorrow to fix it,
they
he gets to
it,
fix it.
But we can add
He
some
gets to
inputs.
fix it.
He gets to
Yeah.
fix it.
Which I will go on public record as saying that I would do the best we
Yeah.
can to match whatever was there, as well as to make you guys happy.
That's the safety
I
issue
don't have, I don't have
is,
any intent in trying to hoodwink or, you
No,
know,
no,
whatever
we,
you know what I
we
mean?
know
I
that.
just
You've
were-
been very good
yes,
about
yeah,
coming,
Yeah,
coming
We
in.
definitely want to do what's across the street.
no, I
with
think
the
it's a
square-
nice,
the
nice
square
property,
columns.
it's kind of the staple of that
we
area.
wanted to make it a
and-
nice property again,
yeah,
right? I
That's,
mean,
that's why
that's
we're
the
here.
goal, right,
Yeah.
I understand
We're not
that.
here to keep, you know,
You haven't been doing this for
kicking
3
the
years
can
for
down
no,
the
for no
road.
reason.
Yeah, right, right.
I guess at this point, I would request a motion to continue it to our, meeting in March, which would be,
March
bear with me,
18th.
it is the 18th
Same
again.
date.
So moved.
So we've got a motion to continue, matter HH2 2026-08 to, Wednesday, March 18th, no earlier than 6 PM. So Lynn's made that motion, is there a second?
I'll second it.
Bob is seconded, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries, it's continued. So we'll, if you dig out those plans, we'll communicate with council. And like I said, if the building inspector tells you to do something, she overrides us on safety issues anyway.
If for some reason there's an issue there where the building inspector says no, what would you be looking for on our end to approve this on the next meeting?
So I think what these members are asking for are pictures of what the detail is that's there now, that you're gonna be replacing, and what your intention is to put in its place with materials. So like if you're replacing it with
I'll have a
AZAC,
picture of a bunch of rotted wood and we'll send you
Exactly.
pictures of good stuff.
if
and
you're,
put it
if you're
back.
replacing it with AZAC, generally this board asks for AZAC to be painted.
Yeah, it'll be
and-
like, I think it's
and-
more the millwork than anything.
Yeah, and to use putty instead of using the plastic caps
I think
and
the
that
issue
kind of
is
stuff.
Is the millwork, Pat, right, of
Mm-hmm.
the existing post?
There's no issue. It's
Yeah, so we can
replace
re-
it
we
kind
can-
of basically
Or
Yeah.
like for
replacing
like. I
kind,
mean,
yeah.
Okay.
it's kind of cut and dry.
Yep.
It's like for like. It's,
Yep.
I don't.
And I mean, to the extent it's,
I'll bring in some samples of what was there.
So
if you were doing like for like, you wouldn't have to come before us.
Right.
Right.
Right, pure like,
Do like for like from, yeah, we're gonna have to dig up wood from 1895, but,
Correct.
Well, no. As long as it
no,
looks-
as long as it's wood for
it's
wood,
like- it's-
and it's the same
Same
color and it's
design.
the same material,
so is that possible to dig that up? Or to make that?
It doesn't
like
have
for
to be
like?
old. It doesn't have to be
it doesn't have to
wood.
be old, it just
Yeah,
has to be
It's completely
wood.
fine. That's what I tried to.
All right,
talk
so
to the
we're
building
gonna-
department.
we're gonna
It's just
create
like for
like
like.
for like.
I tried to go for that originally.
In the building
If you're
department?
doing,
building
if you're doing
department
pure
kicked it
like
back
for
and
like, it's
said-
considered maintenance and it's
So
not
does the
considered
building
demo.
department, you don't
That's-
have to come before you if we're doing like for like?
If you're doing pure like for like, they're gonna flag it anyway, but if
Yeah.
it's straight like for like, if the building inspector has any questions on that, she can have Lisa call me.
So are we able
And we
to
can-
recreate the post?
Well, this new building inspector, I will go back and say the same thing, that yes, it's a very standard post. That's, I mean, yes is the round and the. It might
Is
be,
it
it might be
100%
up,
like for
it
like?
might be up an inch compared to here, you know,
Alright,
but
so
it's
then at
still
that
gonna be
point-
a square thing, it's gonna have
Right, so we
the
need to make,
doweling, it's
if
gonna
it's
have
not
the
like for like
rounds.
100%, then we're gonna come back before with some pictures or.
Well, it's the same thing as a window. If you replace an old
Yeah,
glass
well, I'm
window
not gonna
with an
get- we're not
Anderson
gonna get
window, it's
into-
like for like.
Yeah.
It's
No, I-
just, it's gonna be.
But like I said, sometimes, again,
Easy enough to
we've,
just come
we've had
here,
there's
hang out for
been-
10 minutes and we can all, you know,
there's been a lot of
Sort it out,
turnover,
yeah, that's
right, and there's,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
different towns
No-
do things
no
different ways.
issues.
So as
No
far
issues.
as like,
yep.
on a demolition
Yeah,
delay,
yeah.
if it's pure
No, we don't-
maintenance,
And we don't wanna go through a delay or anything.
Right.
like that. We
So if
wanna
it's
come-
pure-
We wanna come back and bring everything
if it's
the way
pure
supposed to be.
maintenance, then you're probably fine.
Yeah.
As long as it's matching.
Yeah. I mean,
Details,
if somebody
right.
pulls a tape measure out, we
Right.
might have a problem, but other than that, I think
You're
we're
close.
alright,
I'm
Um,
known to do that.
That's why I said.
So, okay, so
That's
we're
why I looked at you
continued-
when I said.
we're continued on this till next month.
Do we need the plan to be drawn so it looks like the front of
I
the
think we're
garage
gonna
is
have
there?
to, yeah.
So,
So we're looking for like just purely aesthetic plans, not necessarily a full set of structural
No.
for the new,
Correct.
yeah. yeah.
Just the.
Okay.
so-
Yeah, but also, and I know we talked about it earlier, and I'm sorry, we're gonna keep circling
Yeah.
back. You're going to check to make sure
I
that
am.
if we
am.
change something, we're
I
not
am.
going back to square
Correct.
one, okay?
Correct.
Because if that's the case, then
Correct. No,
kind
we're
of stuck
gonna,
with what we have.
yeah, no, we're gonna,
Okay.
we will do that. I will, request to reach out to council to just make sure that,
Today's Wednesday, so I'll follow up on Friday, Monday.
I would say give me a good solid, at least a week, cause I've
so
gotta get,
5 days.
I've gotta get permission from I've gotta get permission from
So,
administration to talk to
Towards the end
council.
of the next week, we'll
Yeah.
check in to make sure.
I think that's
Because I just
better.
don't wanna spend the money to redraw the
Correct. No, I
plans.
totally get that, yep. So we'll reach out and make sure that, that as far as the barn is concerned,
Yeah.
that any changes there are okay
Yeah.
with that permit. And we'll go from there. Thank
The
you.
plan is a continuance.
We've continued,
Not
yes.
a delay of 1 month.
Correct.
No.
Right.
We've continued. Because then it's open,
Yeah.
because if we delayed it, Paul, he'd have to have another whole advertising and meeting and everything, so.
Yeah.
So we're just, we're continued for a month.
I don't need
So
to
you're-
practice at this point.
So you're all set for that.
Hey,
Thank
You're
you.
all set.
Other than going back in time, this is the best I can do.
We'll see you in March.
All right, guys.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, the next,
Plans now, guys.
the next item on our agenda is meeting minutes from January 15th and January 21st. Thank you, Lisa. Sorry, I've got an alarm going off on my phone.
It's your phone.
Does anybody have any questions about meeting minutes? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes in
Approve
place.
the minutes. A motion to approve.
All right, Paul's made the motion, Bob
Second.
seconded. All those in favor of approving the minutes from January 15th and January 21st?
I,
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion carries. All right. So, Witchmere Harbor NOI. So Lisa, I know it's in here because it's all mixed up now. Do. So, Snow Inc. came before us in 2023.
Mhm.
They didn't come back to us,
Um,
which surprises me. So the discussion on number 2, I'd like to delay that to our next meeting if you guys are okay.
it's fine.
And then Lisa put together our historic commission budget.
Mhm.
So Lisa, this looks like we have funds for, professional and technical services, so we may be able to use those for supplies. So we can check on that.
what is that? How does this account work? You're talking about the monies that we have available.
Yep, so it's when Lisa does an advertisement or whatever, these are the accounts that they come out
What
of.
is set into that account?
I'm sorry?
How is money placed in that account?
The town budget, the annual budget, the town administrator will put funds in each of those accounts for,
In the regular budget?
as a part of the regular
under
budget,
what?
correct.
Under
It's straight under historic commission.
Story?
Yeah.
Yep, it's just under historic commission. So it's probably coming under the
Operating.
community development overall budget with building with building and planning and zoning board of appeals.
And what is the amount that's put in that?
So it looks like,
I can't read those munis.
so yeah, it looks like,
Minuses, the pluses and minuses.
$150.
so it looks like there's part-time year-round staff funds in there. It looks like there's professional services.
That's, I guess, I mean, Lisa's time is.
I suspect Lisa's coming out of the community development budget is my guess.
Is it available for us to use for purposes? I mean,
So
here
we've got money for dues and subscriptions. We've got historical commission expenses is $350 on the second page. So I think there are funds there. So we just have to clear it with administration and finance so we can use those funds for a plaque. Because if you look at the munis budget, right, there's the total.
Yeah,
Lisa's showing the total revenues and expenses, but if you see on,
I don't, that's my problem. Part of my problem is I don't,
yeah, so
my
the original,
unfamiliarity with trying to.
so the FY 2026 budget shows us $150 for professional technical services, which isn't gonna get us any professional or technical services. There's $100 for advertising, which isn't gonna get us much in advertising. There's $100 for dues and subscriptions. There's $100 for, I'm sorry, the dues, subscriptions, and travel is the $100. And then historic commission expenses is $350. So,
For a
So
grand
the total amount of money in this account is under $1,000. Is that fair to say?
that's what I.
So it's
that's-
not really something that could be.
It's $450,
Plus
$450,
some support for the Historic
$550,
Preservation Award.
Is it
program.
$825?
$700. No, $825 is a revenue account.
Okay.
So yeah, there's $350, there's $100, so $450, $550, $650, $700 in the budget.
Okay, so if somebody asks us at town meeting or whatever relative to our request to get support for the Preservation Award, to say that, well, you're already getting money from the town, why don't you just use that, why do we get
Yep.
$800 for?
If we can use the expense account to purchase a Preservation Award, we could. I don't know how much those plaques are gonna cost, and there's only
Well,
$350 there, and so
Yeah, it's gonna.
I mean,
we haven't
It's
tapped
not
it.
gonna cover
We
it.
haven't
That's not
tapped
gonna
it.
cover it, that'll cover the mailing.
Right.
doesn't the front page say that they got 150 and professionals and 100 that haven't been spent yet? That'd be the only possibility of
So
any
no,
money
I don't
that's
think
spent.
I don't know that any of this has been spent yet.
Okay.
Nothing's been spent yet, right? Yeah, so it's all there. Lisa, where's your advertising money coming out of? Is that coming out of a building department account?
It's admin. I'm not.
Okay.
What are we advertising?
Oh, all these public hearings have to be
Yeah.
advertised, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's done
So
question
that, thank you for the information. That's helpful.
Yep.
Warehouse plaques, do you want to talk about it? Or you want to push it till,
then. Let's push it.
okay. So we'll push the Revolutionary War plaques for the next meeting. And I think we'll do the same for the Preservation Award application, if you don't mind, so that Brendan will be here.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to mention was I was thinking of appearing before the select board at their public, whatever, comment section, to just remind or put out an appeal, another appeal for nominations, and let people know that the session is open for nominations. And,
Okay. I'm fine with that, if you guys are fine with
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can say we spoke as a board and You're there on our behalf. That works.
I'll be happy to do it.
All right. So we'll have the Route 28 house on the next meeting. We will put the discussion about Mass General Law, Chapter 40C, the Revolutionary War houses, and the Preservation Award application on the next meeting. Does anybody need anything else?
No, but I don't know, what was this, is this? This was at my site here, but I don't know.
We thought maybe you left that during an earlier meeting today.
Not mine.
Somebody must have left it then.
Somebody must have left it in an earlier meeting then.
Just
Oh,
leave it
maybe,
there.
maybe Lou. I'll bring it.
Is anybody interested in having anything else on our next agenda? I would suggest that maybe we talk about CPC stuff at our next agenda so that you can,
Oh, yes, let me congratulate and thank you
Yes.
folks for casting a
Finally.
vote for the West Harwich Baptist Church to complete at
They-
least what we
we have
started
recommended all of
beginning
that.
To get the delay to
Yes.
make it possible.
And Lynn made it on in time to vote.
Very well done, thanks.
She had to
very
do all
much.
of her research to be prepared for our meeting. But she got on just in the nick of time. Does anybody else want anything else on the agendas for next time, other than, we can probably just put a note about town meeting on it, so that we can talk if there's anything we need to talk
Right.
about before town meeting.
That's a good idea.
Anything else?
Move we
Matt, were you
adjourn.
looking to just watch tonight, or were you looking to actually?
I think you have on your agenda the notice of intent for Snow Inn.
No, we didn't. So we had received,
You did.
so it's not before us. It was Lisa informing us, pulling the application when it had come before us the first time, back in 2023. She had just pulled our original decision for us because we had had questions as to the timing on it. That was all. It's not an application
Back in
before.
2023, that was when it was a 40-room demolition, am I
Right.
correct?
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly something I.
So
will-
that's
I will
not,
be
yeah, that's
speaking-
not, that's nowhere near before us at this point.
I'm puzzled how I saw it tonight.
Yeah.
on the
Sorry about that
agenda.
confusion. Yeah, no, that was just to give us information on when it was before us the last time, because we had questions on the timing of our last vote on it.
Well, may I make a comment, though, regarding your proceedings? Or-
So
or
we
you
don't
think
really-
That's appropriate.
We really don't have a public comment session tonight, and we don't have, I mean, I'm happy to give you 5 minutes, but we can't respond to anything because nothing's
No,
agended.
okay. All right, well, thank you.
I would
Yeah.
come forward so that you can be heard on the speaker.
Yes, thank you very much, appreciate it. Madam Chair, members. I was at the Cape Cod Commission on February 5th regarding advancement of Snow Inn's demolition and
Speak into the microphone, please.
reconstruction.
Yep.
And I know you must know I think it's just a terrible thing, and a lot of the neighbors think it's a terrible thing. I wanted some clarity, though, because Mr. Bob Doan here, among the people speaking that day, informed the group that he was fully behind the design. Now, he informed the group the way everybody informs the group. I'm speaking for myself, not as a member of the
Okay,
historic.
Matt, so I'm gonna
Well,
keep you strict.
I'm
You
gonna,
can
this
make-
is,
we have nothing before us on,
what I'm talking about
We have
is
nothing before us with them.
your general way of communicating with the public. That would be my interest, my commentary tonight. Is it your policy that you let people come before a microphone to inform the public that you're only speaking for yourself as a member of the Harwich Historical Commission?
so, we are not agended for anything, for any discussion of this type.
I'm wasting my time.
I gave you the opportunity to make a comment.
This is the comment I'm asking. Okay, you can't speak
I
to it.
really can't speak
Okay,
to it.
fine. So my comment will be that it's it's playing around with the status of a board, as well as the opinion of the speaker when they make a comment that really is vague, because they're endorsing a board while they are speaking as an individual. And that, I invite you to go back and look at the presentations on the 5th.
Take your comments. We'll take your comments under advisement.
And you might see that. In fact, the endorsement was for a building twice the size of the original one that looks greatly like the existing building.
And
Now,
there's
there is
nothing before us on it.
There is nothing in this new plan that has much respect for the existing building.
It's not before us.
And my problem is, you asked me to give you my opinion.
No,
My
I didn't.
problem is,
I said I'd give you 5 minutes, and you're
Okay.
pushing your 5 minutes.
oh, well, I'll take another minute. My problem is that by anybody's yardstick, this new building does not respect or reflect history. Mr.
So we
Doan
are-
has spent years.
You're done. You're
I'm
done.
done.
You're done. And I'm going to make one comment. We're not deliberating anything. We're making no comments.
Absolutely.
I do not appreciate you disparaging people in the comment.
Thank you.
So thanks for
it's-
giving us your opinion.
I realize that
When
you
we
don't
have
like my opinions. You've expressed
When we
it
have
before,
something before us,
and I will be back to.
when we have something before us, you are always welcome to speak during a public hearing. I gave you the 5-minute courtesy just now.
Thank you very much. I'm always interested in clarity, and I still haven't gotten it. Thank you.
Anybody have anything else for tonight? I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion's
Second.
been made by Paul, seconded by Lynn. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone in opposition? Hearing none. Motion carries.